It's that time! Welcome back to another Squared Circle TV video. Boy, do we have a treat for you guys! On today's menu, we've got the big hitters for you, and they're always exciting, aren't they? The WBC has ordered a brutal clash between Deontay Wilder, also known as the Bronze Bomber, and Andy Ruiz Jr., who is also known as the Destroyer. Enough talking, let's get into it! Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder is an American native professional boxer who was born in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, USA, on October 22, 1985. Wilder had a late start to boxing, taking up the sport at 20 years of age. As an amateur, he won a bronze medal in the heavyweight division at the 2008 Olympics. This led to his nickname of the Bronze Bomber, which Wilder coined after Joe Louis, who was known by the nickname of the Brown Bomber. After achieving a bronze medal at the Olympics, Wilder made his professional boxing debut at the age of 23 against Ethan Cox on November 15, 2008, defeating him by TKO in the second round. Wilder climbed the ranks, quickly racking up a huge reputation as a devastating banger as he was stopping everyone out who entered the squared circle with him. Wilder's notable victories include wins over Bermane Stiverne, Robert Helenius, Dominic Brazil, Luis Ortiz, Gerald Washington, Eric Molina, and Chris Arreola. He had his first world title fight at the age of 29 on January 17, 2015, after 32 professional fights against Bermane Stiverne for the heavyweight WBC title. Wilder defeated Stiverne via 12-round unanimous decision to become the next heavyweight champion of the world. In a rematch, 32-year-old Deontay Wilder, with a record of 38-0, faced Bermane Stiverne, who was 39 years old, with a record of 25-2-1 in a heavyweight title defense fight. Wilder defeated Stiverne via first-round KO to retain the WBC heavyweight title. A 32-year-old Deontay Wilder, with a record of 39-0, faced Luis Ortiz, who was 38 years old, with a record of 28-0 in a heavyweight title defense fight. Wilder defeated Ortiz via 10th round TKO to retain the WBC heavyweight title. He handed Ortiz the first loss of his career and put an end to Ortiz's 28-fight win streak. Wilder defeated Ortiz in 7th round KO to retain the WBC heavyweight title in a rematch with Ortiz. His most recent fight was a non-title bout against Finnish boxer Robert Helenius on October 15, 2022. Wilder used his famous right hand, which sent Helenius to canvas, and he was not able to beat the 10-second count as he was flatlined in front of the whole crowd. Fighting style. Deontay Wilder's boxing style is often misunderstood as brawler due to his impressive KO records. Wilder does use elements of an intelligent sharpshooting boxer-puncher style. Nevertheless, due to his over-reliance on his power, his lack of technical ability would have slugger boxing style. Strengths. Lead hand. Wilder will set up his target and try to find where he will land the deadly right hand. He will use a stiff outward jab to block his competitor's vision, while he follows up with a right cross. Breaking the guard. Probably one of the most underrated qualities Wilder uses is breaking through his opponent's guard. He does this by simply pulling away the guard of his challenger's guard, so he can set up his devastating right-hand cross. Power. It's obvious when we watch Wilder that he prioritizes his power over everything, particularly for his right-hand cross. For this reason, Wilder puts his full body into his punches, which can result in a lack of correct technique or structure in the body. Nevertheless, as much as you can say this looks bad or is wrong, the energy he creates when throwing these punches are devastating. Weaknesses. Footwork. Wilder has displayed little to no footwork in his career. Him being lighter than most of his opponents, he could improve on this to use to his advantage. Technique. Deontay Wilder is definitely not the best technical fighter in the world, and is in fact very awkward to watch. Sometimes, instead of rotating on his shots, he slaps. His fundamentals are less than desirable to say the least. Andy Ruiz Jr. Andy Ruiz Jr. is an American professional boxer who holds American and Mexican citizenship. He was born in Imperial, California, USA on September 11, 1989. Ruiz made his professional boxing debut at the age of 19 against Miguel Ramirez on March 28, 2009, and won in the first round by knockout. Ruiz Jr.'s significant wins are over the likes of Anthony Joshua, Devin Vargas, Alexander Dimitrenko, Manuel Quezada, Ray Austin, Luis Ortiz, and Tor Hamer. He had his first world title fight at the age of 27 on December 10, 2016, after 29 professional fights against Joseph Parker for the WBO vacant title. Ruiz Jr. lost to Parker on a 12-round majority decision. A 29-year-old Andy Ruiz Jr., with a record of 32-1, had his first world title fight against Anthony Joshua for Joshua's WBA Super, IBF, and WBO heavyweight belts. Joshua's record was 22-0 at the time. Ruiz Jr. defeated Joshua in the 7th round TKO to win the WBA Super, IBF, and WBO heavyweight titles. It was a thrilling fight as they both hit the canvas and showed tremendous heart as he handed Joshua the first loss of his career and put an end to Joshua's 22-fight win streak. This was one of the biggest upsets boxing ever saw, and as no one really gave the Destroyer a chance in that bout, he fulfilled his dream and became unified heavyweight champion of the world. Fight style. Ruiz is a small and compact punch boxer. He likes to close the distance on his opponents and get off his quick, heavy combinations. He mixes up his shots well, changing levels, coming to the body and head, and once he's on the inside, he goes to work. Strengths. Hand speed. Ruiz's hand speed is world class. His speed and quick twitch fibers help him put together some deadly combinations. He is widely considered to be one of the best combination punchers in the sport today. Power. Ruiz has a knock ratio of 56%, which means he's knocking out more than half of his opponents. Don't be fooled by the physique. It's carrying heavy hands that cause any heavyweight trouble. Technique. Andy's also a very technically sound fighter. He has good fundamentals and does most things by the book. Even when he gets into a firefight, he has good composure, keeping his shots short and sharp. Weaknesses. Defense. Andy has quite a tight guard, which is good, but he fails to roll with the punches. Him just having a tight guard sometimes isn't enough. He could improve on catching some shots and riding the onslaughts. Head movement. Andy's a brilliant fighter, but lacks head movement and can be an easy target to hit sometimes when he gets caught being inactive on the outside. Predictions. This fight is no doubt one of the most exciting fights you can make today. And with the excitement of this fight potentially happening, a lot of people have chimed in on how they think the fight would unfold. Speaking to Fight Hub TV, promoter Eddie Hearn wanted the fight to happen and made a prediction. Quote, Ruiz Wilder is a brilliant fight, he said. I see him beating Deontay Wilder. I really like Andy Ruiz, added Hearn. I thought he looked better against Ortiz. Good victory. Wilder was good the other night. Elenius might be past his best, but still, Wilder is very dangerous. He's brilliant for the sport, and Andy Ruiz is a warrior. I just think Wilder versus Andy Ruiz is a brilliant fight. On the other hand, there are many people who believe Deontay Wilder will step up to the plate. Former foe of Andy Ruiz, Chris Arreola, had this to say in an interview with Fight Hype, quote, Wilder wins. He continued to say, the reason being's because I fought Andy. No disrespect to him. He won the fight. He didn't beat me. He won the fight, but he didn't beat me. I was hitting him with jabs and right hands. If Wilder is hitting him like I was with right hands, he's going to put him out. Now, is he just being salty that Ruiz got the better of him? Or does he believe Wilder's power will be too much? Regardless, this is one clash you cannot miss. Well, guys, that's all we have for today. I know, sad times, right? Well, if you click the subscribe button, you won't miss another video we upload, so don't forget. Also, leave a like on this video if you got this far. Who do you think will come out on top? Leave it in the comments below. See you guys next time. Adios!